Grandma, what did you think of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation?
Well, first, I think everybody who goes to see this film should go to an IMAX theater, because we had the pleasure of watching this film in the IMAX, and it was fabulous.
It did seem to be extra good on the super big screen.
Especially since it was action.
So much action.
Yes.
Of course, if you go to a Mission Impossible film, you expect there to be lots of action. And this one did not let that expectation go unfilled. There was lots of action from our Mission Impossible team. One thing I've always liked about Mission Impossible movies, other ones, and this one too, but especially this one, is the location shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they go somewhere, they actually go somewhere, you know?
And they actually do it.
They were in Casablanca, there was no doubt about that, and there was no doubt about them being in London and the other location shots. I like to see the world in these movies, you know, when they say they're going to be somewhere, they really are. I know a lot of the action is filmed somewhere else with movie magic, but we do get.
It didn't seem like it in this case.
We did get to see a lot. Well,
it seemed like they were filming it right there,
like
and
the plane scene, and he was like holding onto the plane.
yes.
You said that was real, right, Pop?
it was real.
It was in Belarus.
Amazing.
Well, I don't know if it was in Belarus, but he was sure enough hanging on to the plane.
He was. And as far as the film, it was very exciting and very well done. And I have a high opinion of our hero, Tom Cruise. Somehow he manages to keep the whole film together whenever the impossible mission force is working. I think he just does a really good job in this role. It seems to suit him. The young lady, she was a valuable addition to the team, I thought.
Yeah, Miss Rebecca Johnson, Ferguson, Rebecca Ferguson. I had never heard of her before, but she was really good. I thought
she was really, really good.
Yeah, some lesser actress perhaps would have held back the whole movie. Yeah. I think she really
she
stepped up to the role and did a really good job in this role.
The other characters were familiar with them and their particular contribution to the team, their particular skills, and you knew that he was going to be calling on them, and they're very loyal to their leader, because I think the family feel, the teamwork, Mission Impossible team, you know, that is very important to everybody there, and they were very clear about that.
Well, I thought it was very, very well done. Again, this is a very good example, though, of a situation where this is a movie for entertainment purposes only.
But it lived up to your expectations. You know, if you've heard of Mission Impossible movies, or you have seen some of them, you know, you have high hopes. This is going to be
I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's.
Well, I did. I had high hopes that it would be good.
Well, again, even if you didn't know anything about Mission Impossible, again, you go to this movie and I think you'll be entertained. It's not a sort of a film, however, where you're going to think, you know, long and hard about, I don't know, the psychological makeup of the characters, or the international situation, or social ills, or any sort of issues or something like that. Again, this is just a story that they told of these people in these
impossible situations,
and
how
they got out of them.
How the teamwork and got them.
Yes, and again,
got them through it.
They did, I think, an exceptional job of telling this story. Again, I'm not going to give away anything.
But we didn't lose track of what the problem was, and where where the next step was. We had to go here. Yeah, it wasn't a convoluted plot. It was straightforward.
It was
went right ahead.
Pretty understandable.
Right.
You know what they were trying to do. I was particularly impressed by all of it, but the whole long scene in the opera house, I thought that was really well done. Where they're following people around, and it's just very involving to try to follow what's going on.
When they told us what opera was going to be, Turandot, I thought, I wish I knew this opera better, but that really didn't matter. We knew there was going to be a place where all the different characters were going to come together, and it was fascinating. How they had this. Yeah,
that's actually a very good word. It was fascinating.
Yes.
I mean, to see.
Because here was our hero, and in the middle of.
Well, but you didn't know how it was going to come out. You didn't know what was going to happen, and then there were different turns here and there, and again, it was just very well done.
Very well done.
Again, very well written, but also very well executed. I mean, all the actors, again, the director did a very good job. Again, I thought it was just, and there are scenes like that all through the movie that were just really, really well done. And
I do have to make a comment about her dress, the gold satin dress with the long train.
Right.
Again, how in the world can she climb around and
it had a big slit in it.
I noticed that. Yes.
You didn't notice the big slit?
Everybody noticed.
Yeah, I mean, it was not a tight-fitting dress. It had a big slit in it, so she could.
She did have the sense to take her shoes off from time to time.
Yes.
Those stiletto heels are not good for action fighting or running or any of that. She did take off her.
But yeah, again, all the actors did a really good job. But again, it was just a very well done, entertaining movie, I thought.
And see it in IMAX if you are able to do that.
Well, how would you sum it up, Grandma? What do you think?
Very good. 2 thumbs up.
Make Sprite gummy bear popsicles.
Megan, I don't want to put that in my video.
Megan, what is your vote?
It's good.
What'd you think of Tom Cruise?
It's good.
He did a good job, didn't he?
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good.
It's very good in the IMAX theater style.
Good.
What about you, Papa?
I already said I liked it.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.
Yes.